I'm Kippi Leonard, and I am a painter. I was born and raised in a little town in Southwest Washington called Camas. I absolutely love what I do. I'm 58 years old. I'm about ready to turn 59, and I feel like I've just come into the thing I was supposed to do with my life. In 2015, I moved to Everett, Washington, got married, and my husband and I moved to Everett. And we lived in Everett until February of 2019 and moved to the desert and have been there ever since. Due to that very fact of living different places, and then also seasonally in the desert, because it's a very different experience painting when it's 62 and cloudy versus 123 and you can barely focus. So it provides some really good, challenges. So the current series that I'm working in is 1965, which is the show. And I would say probably in October or November of 2023, I felt like there was a lot of color hiding inside of me, and I wasn't sure I had confidence to branch out into color, because I felt like I am known for more of my black and white series and my more very edgy architectural work. But I thought, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna be a rebel and put some color into the world and into my work. I still touch on the shapes of in my work and how I like to build paintings. It was just really fun to experiment with color from the 1960s. I have a picture of myself as a child. It was like my 1-year-old, Yen Louis picture that my parents took me to get this professional picture of when I was 1, and I saved it all these years in the original frame. And I'm 58, so it's been around a while, and I found it in a box and went, you know what, I'm going to hang this in my house and just remind myself of the little girl me and see what that does within my work. So I was walking upstairs one day and saw that picture of me and went, I was born in 1965. Wonder if there's some good color in 1965, and began to research everything about kind of that little decade right there. And the 1965 series kind of came to life. For many, many years, music has always been kind of my, if I'm sad, then I listen to music because it makes me feel, and I've always been like that from childhood, just love music. So music always evoked stuff in me that I knew that I wanted to create based on how I was feeling. I just didn't know what that would look like. And I spent my entire life just dabbling and being crafty, but never pursuing anything creative like painting or sculpture or anything with any intent, to take it down a path. I spent most of my career doing interior design. And the whole time I was being an interior designer, I placed art. I did a lot of design and did architectural, sketches and things like that. But I knew I'd never be an architect. I don't like math. So there was never going to be a square corner really anywhere. Everything was going to all be very color outside the line. So I knew that wasn't it. But I always felt drawn to the art I would place in people's homes. And then finally in 2013, I've been single for a long time, took a trip to Italy all on my own, and was kind of at a spot in my life where I wanted to pick a new way to go in life. I didn't enjoy that life was deciding for me how I was gonna live. And when I was in Italy, I was looking at all the beautiful art in all the museums, and it was probably the most immersive art trip I had ever done. I want them to feel. That's, I think, the most important thing for me. I feel like I communicate via my paintings. So I'm not a writer, I'm not a poet, I'm not good with sharing what goes on in my brain and my heart, but my paintings do it for me. So I think I pour a lot into the work. And so if I have someone view my work and go, your work makes me want to just think about things I did when I was younger, or it reminded me of a time I was on a trip, I just get kind of excited about that because it's causing them to feel something. It's evoking emotion. So I think that's the most important thing for me. And I literally cannot imagine doing anything different. So I approach each painting with that care and with that intention. And so when they collect a piece of my work, or, however they even just look at my work, I hope that they will feel that intention in each piece, because it's amazing. I love it.